Jai Spadikar Sri Guru Gaur Chandraju ki Jai. Jai Shri Giriraj Govardhanju ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Astatersa de Shri Sriman Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Astatersa de Shri Sriman Srila Bhakti Rakak Sri Dardev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai. Welcome to Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission Morning Class Dandavat. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jata Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitangstam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitangscha Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai. Jai Srimati Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Jai Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila Volume 2. This is the chapter 12. The Lord's dealing with Jagannananda Pandit. So now we have the devotees have very weepingly, heartbrokenly returned to Bengal, and Mahaprabhu also feeling very sad. But this is his divine will. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinoda.
Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj ki Jai. Srila Om Vishnupade Si Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. And the previous verses, now we are on verse 86 of the 12th chapter, but the previous verse was, as a wooden doll dances to the will of a puppeteer, everything is accomplished by the will of the Lord. Who can understand the characteristics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? So, text 86. Purvavarshe Jagadananda Aide Kibare Prabhu Agyalanya Aila Nadia Nagare. The previous year, Jagadananda Pandit, following the Lord's order, had returned to the city of Nadia to see Shachi Mata. Aira Charana Jai Karila Vandana Jagannate Ravastra Prasadakai Nivedana. When he arrived, he offered prayers at her lotus feet and then offered her the cloth and prasadam of Lord Jagannath. Prabhura name matare dandavata kaila Prabhura vinati stuti matare kahila. He offered obeisances to Shachi Mata in the name of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and informed her of all the Lord's submissive prayers to her. Jagadanande Panyamata Nandita Mane Tehon Prabhura Katakahe Shuni Ratri Dine. Jagadananda is coming. Please Mother Shachi very much. As he talked of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, she listened day and night. Jagadananda Kahe Mata Kona Kona Dine Tomara Eta Ashi Prabhu Karena Bojane. Jagadananda Prabhu said, my dear mother, sometimes the Lord comes here and eats all the food you have offered. He wants to assure her of this because she thinks, did I see Nima eating this? No, I must have been dreaming. And in those days, any respectable person will see an older lady as mother. There's always this respectful kind of dealings between persons, or even another man's wife, he will see as like mother. Bojana kariya kahe anandita hanya, mata aji kao yaila akanta puriya. After eating the food, the Lord says, today mother has fed me up to my neck. Ami jai bojana kari mata nahi jane, shakshate kayami teho swapnahe namane. I go there and eat the food my mother offers, but she cannot understand that I'm eating it directly. She thinks that this is a dream. Mata kahe kattarandi uttama vyanjana, nimani iha kaya ichahaya moramana. Shachimata said, I wish Nimai would eat all the nice vegetables I cook. That is my desire. Nimani kanyache aiche haya moramana, pache gyana haya muni dekinu svapana. Sometimes I think that Nimai has eaten them, but afterwards I think that I was only dreaming. Hey mata jagadananda shachi mata shane, chaitanyera sukha kata kahera tridine. In this way, Jagadananda Pandit and Mother Shachi talk day and night about the happiness of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nadiyara Bhakta Ganesha Bare Milila, Jagadanande Panya Shabe Anandita Haila. Jagadananda Pandit met all the other devotees of Nadia. They were all very happy to have him present. Acharya milite tabe kela Jagadananda, Jagadanande Panya Haile Acharya Ananda. Jagadananda Pandit thereafter went to meet Advaita Acharya, who was also very happy to have him. Vasudeva Murari Gupta Jagadanande Panya, Anande Rakila Gare Nadena Chadiya. Vasudeva Datta and Murari Gupta were so pleased to see Jagadananda Pandit that they kept him at their homes and would not allow him to leave. So the devotee's happiness is very great, but it's always increasing. So Jagadananda Prabhu has arrived and their happiness is increasing. Chaitanyera marma kata shune tara muke, apana pasare shabe chaitanya kata shuke. They heard confidential narrations about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from the mouth of Jagadananda Pandit and forgot themselves in the great happiness of hearing about the Lord. They heard confidential narrations about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from the mouth of Jagadananda Pandit and forgot themselves in the great happiness of hearing about the Lord. Jagadananda milite jai jai bhakta gare, se bhakta sukhe apana pasare. Whenever Jagadananda Pandit went to visit a devotee's house, that devotee immediately forgot himself in great happiness. So this is the quality of Jagadananda. And of course, that is because of his great love for Mahaprabhu. Chaitanyara prema patra Jagadananda danya, jare mile se mane pailu Chaitanya. All glories to Jagadananda Pandit. He is so favored by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that anyone who meets him thinks, now I've gotten the association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. So when the devotees would meet Jagadananda Pandit, they felt, Mahaprabhu is here. Shivananda Sena Grihe Janjarahila Chandanadi Taila Taha Akamatra Kaila. Jagadananda Pandit stayed at the house of Shivananda Sen for some time, and they prepared about 16 seers of scented sandalwood oil. So a seer is a measurement. I don't know how much it is, but they have prepared this. They prepared this oil. How they do that? They're extracting the oil from sandalwood. Sugandhi Kariya Taila Gagari Bariya Nila Chale Lanya Aila Jatana Kariya. They filled a large earthen pot with the aromatic oil, and with great care Jagadananda Pandit brought it to Nilachal, Jagannath Puri. So we are hearing how all the devotees have arrived, and as usual, Raghava Pandit is bringing those bags of one whole year's worth of bags of extraordinary preparations, inconceivable preparations that were prepared by his sister Damayanti. And so they have all come, different, so many things, Shivananda Sain taking care of everyone, and Jagadananda Pandit was also in the party. And so now Krishnadas Kavi was giving some history of what he was doing while he was in while he was in Nadia, in Bengal, and now he has come also with the devotees from Bengal, and he's carrying this very valuable pot of very valuable sandalwood oil to offer to Mahaprabhu. Govindera Tanyi Taila Darya Rakila Prabhu Ange Diha Taila Govinde Kahila. This oil was placed in the care of Govinda, and Jagadananda requested him, please rub this oil on the body of the Lord. So the very extraordinary characteristic of sandalwood is that it is really cooling. It will cool the body down. And so in the real heat, if one has to be outside, it's traditional in India that sandalwood would be put on the head, on the forehead, and just to cool down the body. Tabe Prabhu Tanya Govinda Kaila Nivedana Jagarananda Chandanadi Taila Aniya Chena. Govinda therefore told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jagadananda Pandit has brought some scented sandalwood oil. It's not scented by something else, but it is very fragrant. Tara Icha Prabhu Alpa Mastake Lagiya Pitta Vayu Vyadi Prakopa Shantahanya Yaya. It is his desire that your lordship may apply a little of this oil on your head, so that the blood pressure due to bile and air will be considerably diminished. So this is another quality of sandalwood pulp in terms of Ayurveda, that the bile, and when bile is increased in the body becomes hot. Bile is very hot. And so this is also for that. Aka kalasa sungandi taila gode te kariya ihan aniyache bahu jatana kuriya. He prepared a large jug of it in Bengal. With great care he has brought it here. Prabhu kahe sanyasira nahi taila adhikar tahate sugandha taila paramadhikar. The Lord replied, a sannyasi has no use for oil, especially perfumed oil such as this, meaning fragrant. Take it out immediately. According to Raghunandan Bhattacharya, the spokesman for the Smarta regulated principles, if one who has taken a vow smears oil on his body while bathing in the morning, while observing a ritualistic ceremony like the Shraddha ceremony, or on the Dvadasi day, he might as well pour wine on his body. Therefore, this oil should be rejected. And this word vrata, vow, is sometimes understood to refer to the sannyas vrata. So Raghunandan Bhattacharya has also said in his book Titi Tattva, this means that clarified butter, mustard oil, floral oil, and boiled oil may be used only by grihastas or householders. So these are the very strict Smarta rules and regulations. And Mahaprabhu, something, he's trying to, follow very strictly the sannyas order, so there will be no doubt about his divine character to the ordinary people. Jagannate deha taila deepa jaina jwale tara parishrama haipa parama sampale. Deliver this oil to the temple of Jagannath, where it may be burned in the lamps. In this way, Jagannanda's labor in manufacturing the oil will be perfectly successful. excuse me. Ekata Govinda Jaganandera Kahila Maunakari Rahila Pandita Kichuna Kahila. When Govinda informed Jagadananda Pandit of this message, Jagadananda remained silent, not saying even a word. Dinadasa Gele Govinda Janaila Rabara Panditera Ichataila Prabhu Kare Angikara. When 10 days had passed, Govinda again told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "It is the desire of Jagadananda Pandit that your lordship accept the oil." So even though Jagadananda Pandit did not say anything, it was very clear to Govinda that he was very disappointed. So after some days, 10 days passed, then again Govinda mentioned this to Mahaprabhu. Shuni Prabhu, Kahe Kichu, Shakroda Vachana, Mardariya Akaraka Karite Mardana. When the Lord heard this, he angrily said, "Why not keep a masseur to massage me?" E Sukalagi Amikari Lusanyas, Amara Sarvanasha Shobha Sabara Parihas. Have I taken sannyas for such happiness? Accepting this oil will bring my ruination, and all of you will laugh. So he's saying that I'll be a laughing stock. What a fool. He's saying I will be a fool in the eyes of others. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declared himself a strict sannyasi. A sannyasi is not supposed to take help from anyone. Retaining a masseur to give him massages would indicate his dependence upon others. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to follow very strictly the principle of not accepting anyone's help for his bodily comfort. So this, in other words, he's saying this is not a point of necessity. This is a point of some unnecessary indulgence. Some in terms of health, there's some kind of massage which is very traditional in just everyday life in this time, and that was acceptable. But just some unnecessary thing, because just normal health, like one eats, one walks, one breathes air, one drinks water, all these, and one has some kind of massage to keep the body healthy. But this is something else. Pate jaite taila kanda mora jai pabe dari sannyasi kari amare rahibe. If someone passing on the road smelled this oil on my head, he would think me a dari sannyasi, a tantric sannyasi who keeps women. Excuse me. Hearing Shuni Prabhura Vakya Govinda Mona Karila Pratakale Jagadananda Prabhustane Aila. Hearing these words of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Govinda remained silent. The next morning Jagadananda went to see the Lord. Prabhu Kahe Pandita Taila Anila Gauda Haite Amita Sanyasi Taila Na Parilaite. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Jagadananda Pandit, "My dear Pandit, you have brought me some oil from Bengal, but since I am in the renounced order, I cannot accept it." Jaganate dehalanya deepa jena jwale tomara shakala shrama haibe sapale. Deliver the oil to the temple of Jagannath so that it may be burned in the lamps. Thus your labor in preparing the oil will be fruitful. Pandita kahe ke tomare kahe mitya avani amigoda haite taila kabu nahiyani. Jagadananda Pandit replied, "Who tells you all these false stories? I never brought any oil from Bengal." Oh. The nature of Jagadananda Pandit is really quite astonishing. And by worshipping that, may he give us his blessing. What? I didn't bring any oil for you. What? I don't know who's telling you these stories. Atabali gara haite taila kalasalanya Prabhura age anginate pelila bangia. After saying this, Jagadananda took the jug of oil from the room and threw it down before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the courtyard and broke it. Taila bangi se pateni jagaragiya shunya rahila gare kapata kiliya. After breaking the jug, Jagadananda Prabhu returned to his residence, bolted the door, and lay down. Trisiya divate Prabhu tara dwarilyanya utaha pandita karika henada kiya. 3 days later, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the door of his room and said, "My dear Jagadananda Pandit, please get up. Aji bhiksha diba amaya kariyarandane majjane ashipa ebe jai darashane." I want you personally to cook my lunch today. I'm going now to see the Lord in the temple, and I shall return soon. At noon. I shall return at noon. Atabali Prabhu Gela Pandita Utila Snanakari Nanya Vyanjana Randana Kariya. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said this and left, Jagadananda Pandit got up from his bed, bathed, and began to cook varieties of vegetables. Excuse me. Madhyana Kariya Prabhu Aila Bojane Pada Prakshalana Kari Dilena Asane. After finishing his noontime ritualistic duties, the Lord arrived for lunch. Jagadananda Pandit washed the Lord's feet and gave the Lord a sitting place. Prabhuji, could you give me a Kleenex? Kindly, I'm sorry, I forgot. Sagrita Salyana Kalapate Stupa Kaila Kalara Dungabari Byanjana Chaudike Darila. He had cooked fine rice, mixed it with ghee, thank you so much, and piled it high on a banana leaf. There were also varieties of vegetables placed all around in pots made of banana tree bark. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So now Mahaprabhu has given Jagadananda Pandit great happiness. He was so morose that he bolted the door and lay down for 3 days. Morose and angry at Mahaprabhu, broke the pot and went to his room. And then these are symptoms of extreme affection. But we're not imitating this kind of thing. But these are the characteristics of Jagadananda Pandit. Are you cooking, Ananya?
No, I'm just folding some rags right now, and then I was going to come out.
Oh, can you hear?
Yes.
Okay. He had cooked fine rice, mixed it with ghee, and piled it high on a banana leaf. There are also varieties of vegetables placed all around in pots made of banana tree bark. Anavyanjano pari tulsi manjari Jagannatera pitta panya age anedare. On the rice and vegetables were tulsi flowers, and in front of the Lord were cake, sweet rice, and other prasadam of Jagannath. Prabhu kahe dvitiya pate pada anabhyanjana tomaya amaya aji akatra kariba bojana. The Lord said, spread another leaf with a helping of rice and vegetables, so that today you and I may take lunch together. Hashtatuli rahena prabhuna karena bojana tabe pandita kahena kichu saprema vachana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu kept his hands raised and would not accept the prasadam until Jagadananda Pandit, with great affection and love, spoke the following words. Apane prasada laha pache munilaimu, tomara agraha amikamane kandimu. Please first take prasadam yourself, and I shall eat later. I shall not refuse your request. Tabe Mahaprabhu suke bojane basila, vyanjanera svarapanya kahite lagila. In great happiness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then accepted lunch. When he had tasted the vegetables, he again began to speak. Haribol. Krodha veshera pakera hayaiche svara eta janiye tomara krishnera prasada. Even when you cook in an angry mood, he said, the food is very delicious. This shows how pleased Krishna is with you. Apane kaibe Krishna tahara lagila, tomara haste paka karaya uttama kariya. Because he will personally eat the food, Krishna makes you cook so nicely. Aiche amrita ana Krishna kara samarpana, tomara bhagyera simake kare varnana. You offer such nectarian rice to Krishna. Who can estimate the limit of your fortune? Pandita kahe je kaibe sehi pakakarta, amishaba kevala matra samagri aharta. Jagadananda Pandit replied, he who will eat has cooked this. As far as I'm concerned, I simply collect the vegetables. He's saying, I am under your influence. I'm just collecting the vegetables, the ingredients, sorry. Puna puna pandita nana vyanjana pariveshe, paya kichuna balena prabhu kayena harishe. Jagadananda Pandit continued to offer the Lord varieties of vegetables, and out of fear, the Lord said nothing, but continued eating happily. He wasn't going to make Jagadananda Pandit angry again. Agraha kariya pandita karai la bojana, aradina haite bojana haila das guna. Jagadananda Pandit eagerly forced the Lord to eat so much that he ate 10 times more than on other days. Bara bara prabhu uti te karena mana, se kale pandita pariveshe vyanjana. Again and again, when the Lord wished to get up, Jagadananda Pandit would feed him more vegetables. Kichubalite mnarena prabhu kayena tarase, nakaile Jagadananda karibe upavase. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dared not forbid him to feed him more. He just continued eating, fearful that Jagadananda would fast if he stopped. Tave Prabhu kahena kari vinaya samana, dasaguna kao yaila ebekara samadana. At last the Lord respectfully submitted, my dear Jagadananda, you've already made me eat 10 times more than I'm used to. Now please stop. Tabe Mahaprabhu uti kaila achmana, pandita anila mukavasa malya chandana. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stood up and washed his hands and mouth while Jagadananda brought spices, a garland, and sandalwood pulp. Chandanadi lanya prabhu bashila seistane, amara age aji tumi karaha bojane. Accepting the sandalwood pulp and garland, the Lord sat down and said, now in front of me, you must eat. And sometimes we saw this in Srila Gurudev. Gurudev really was so much affectionate. He sometimes sat down and wanted to see the devotees taking prasadam. really, so many dealings like that were there with Gurudev. And now Mahaprabhu, he's not going and, taking rest. He's saying, now in front of me, I want you to eat. Pandita kahe Prabhu jai karuna bishram muye belai prasada kari samadhan. Jagadananda replied, my Lord, you go take rest. I shall take prasadam after I finish making some arrangements. He said, I have something to do now. Rasuira karya kari kaira che ramai raghunata iha sabaya dite chahi kitchu byanjana bata. Ramai Pandit and Raghunath Bhatta did the cooking, and I want to give them some rice and vegetables. Prabhu kahena govinda tumi ihani rahiba pandita bhojana kaila mare kahiba. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then told Govinda, you remain here. When the Pandit has taken his food, come and inform me. So this is Jagadananda. No, you take rest. I want to give my Ramai Pandit and Raghunath Bhatta, were also cooking, and I want to feed them. So you please go and take your rest. And okay, but Govinda, you stay here, and when Jagadananda Pandit has taken his prasadam, you come and tell me. Atakahai Mahaprabhu Karila Gamana Govindere Pandita Kichukahena Vachana. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had said this and left, Jagadananda Pandit spoke to Govinda. Tumi shigra jaha karite pada samvahane kahile pandita ebe bashila bojane. Go quickly and massage the Lord's feet, he said. You may tell him, the Pandit has just sat down to take his meal. Tomare prabhura shesha raki mudariya prabhu nidragele tumi kaiha asiya. I shall keep some remnants of the Lord's food for you. When he is asleep, come and take your portion. Ramai Nandai Aragovinda Raghunatha Shabare Bantiya Di La Prabhura Vyanjana Bhata. Jagadananda Pandit thus distributed remnants of the Lord's food to Ramai, Nandai, Govinda, and Raghunath Bhata. Apane Prabhura Shesha Karila Bojana Tabe Govindera Prabhupatai Lapuna. He also personally ate the remnants of food left by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then the Lord again sent Govinda. Deka Jagadananda Prasada Payana Ki Napai Shigra Ashi Samachara Kahibe Amai. The Lord told him, go see whether Jagadananda Pandit is eating, then quickly return and let me know. He's saying he's going to eat, but you go and see. Govinda Ashideki Kahila Panditera Bojana Tabe Mahaprabhu Swastye Kariya Shayana. Seeing that Jagadananda Pandit was indeed eating, Govinda informed the Lord, who then became peaceful and went to sleep. Oh, it's almost this. I'll finish this chapter. Jagaranande Prabhute Prema Chale Eimate Satyabhama Krishna Jaiche Shuna Bhagavate. The affectionate, loving exchanges between Jagadananda Pandit and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued in this manner, exactly like the exchanges between Satyabhama and Lord Krishna related in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So Satyabhama is one of the divine queens of Krishna in Dwarka, and she is known for her being very I'll finish these. She's always contrary. She's contrary to the Lord. She's always going against what he wants. But that is in the mood of divine love, and it gives Krishna great happiness, these kinds of loving dealing. From their own particular heart. Jagarandera sobhagyera ke kahibe sima Jaganandera Sobhagyera Tehase Upama. Who can estimate the limit of Jagadananda Pandit's fortune? He himself is the example of his own great fortune. Jaganandera Prema Vivarta Shuni Jai Jana Premera Swarupa Jane Paya Prema Dana. Anyone who hears about the loving exchanges between Jagadananda Pandit and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or who reads Jagadananda's book, Prema Vivarta, can understand what love is. Moreover, he achieves ecstatic love for Krishna. The word Vivarta means accepting something to be the opposite of what it appears. Here, Jagadananda Pandit appeared very angry, but this anger was a manifestation of his great love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prema Vivarta is also the name of a book written by Jagadananda Pandit. Therefore, the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj, uses the words Prema Vivarta to refer to one who reads the book or hears about Jagadananda Pandit's loving dealings with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In either case, such a person very soon achieves love of Krishna. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Parijara Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Das. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus then the Bhaktivedanta purports to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Lila, 12th chapter, describing Jagadananda Pandit's loving dealings with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jai. So this achieving love of Krishna, this is something that we are not in our present condition, in my present condition. That is not possible. But all these transformations of the heart can be possible from the blessings of these great Vaishnavas. But the heart will be transformed. It will not be the same as what I am now. This transformation, this inconceivable humility described by Mahaprabhu in Shikshastakam. All these wonderful, this detachment from all mundane things, meaning mundane motives and attachments, that will all be gone. And then that love of Godhead will come. Jai Shri Mahaprabhu ki Jai Jai Shri. Beautiful Mahaprabhu, the life and soul of Jagadananda Pandit ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Govardhanju ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj ki Jai. Srila Om Vishnupad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Haribol. Okay, so we've had a competition going on, and we are 1-1. Haridev won the last one, and I won this one. Hare Krishna. Now taking these into my heart, let's see. I don't think I'm going to win anything on that one.
So the final competition will be who memorizes all the verses of the Upadesamrta first.
Oh, really?
That's where we're going.
Okay, so the next competition is who finishes the memorizing of the whole thing. Is that what you're saying? Not the next verse.
No. Oh, no, you know what? It wouldn't be so fun. Let's do this the next verse. Okay. But eventually,
Yeah. Okay, so the next verse is the next competition.
Why do you look so worried?
Oh, I'm not worried. I wasn't worried. Oh, did that look like worried?
Just a little.
No, I was thinking, I was kind of looking forward to the next verse and verse and verse and verse. This is only one competition. I won a whole bunch of them. Sorry. Worried? Are you kidding me? No, I'm just... So where are you, my dear? You have to catch up.
Please don't look at me for that.
verse number 1, Ananya.
Okay, and then you do it.
Oh, Upadesamrta Etan Vegam Yogi Sanitaviraha Sarvam Apimum Pratipim Sarvam Apimum Pratipim Sasisya.
Good girl. Now next, tomorrow.
Okay.
Balaram's appearance.
For sure.
Okay, so Ananya's already recited the first verse. I mean, not every, I don't want to put pressure on anyone. No one has to memorize these verses, of course. But it is really nice to do it. And in the daytime, when you, instead of spacing out, like, it could be, remembering the meaning. Oh yes, this is all things. Let the environment show me where I am very weak in these things. And so on. Atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasanga saloyam cha sadbir bhaktir binashyati. Not prasiddhati. Yesterday I said prasiddhati.
Prasiddhati means uplifts.
These 6 faults.
Oh.
Help us to proceed in spiritual life. Utsaha nishchayadharya tatat karma pravartana sangatyata sato vritte satvir bhakti prasiddhyati. Very naughty. Dadati pradigranati guhyam akyati pritchati bhungte bojayate chaiva Satvidam Priti Lakshanam. And we're seeing these, my goodness, so gloriously manifested in Chaitanya Charitamrita. All these different dealings with the devotees in the most highest. Krishneti yasya giritam manasa triyeta dikshati chet pranati visha bhajantamisham Shushushaya bhajana vigyam mananyamanya nindari shunya hritim ipsita sangalabdya. Sorry. Dristai sabhavajanite vaputsascha doshe naka prakritatvam ihayasya Gangambasam nakalu buddhapena panke brahmadravatvam apagachati niradharmai.
Oh, you forgot the fifth.
No, we're going too fast because I have to actually still think of the words of these.
Let's go a little bit slower.
Yeah, a little bit slower. Okay, now this is the one for today. Sya Krishna Nama Charitari Sitapya Vidya Pitopatapta Rasanasya Narochikanu Kinvadaramanudinam Kalusaiva Jushta Swadvikramad Bhavati Tadgadamula Hantri. The sugar candy of Krishna's name, pastimes, and so forth is not relishable to a tongue severely afflicted by the jaundice of ignorance. Alas. So I was wondering why he put alas in the middle there. But that is because of this word nu means oh. Certainly, however, when it is constantly honored with faith, honored means justa, with faith, svadvi, this candy gradually becomes relishable and eradicates the desire. Gada means the disease, mula, the root of the disease, hantri means destroyed. Tannama rupa charitari sukirtananu smrityo kramena rasana manasi niyojya dishtan vajetadhanuragi jaganugami Kalam nayeda kilam nutyupadeshasaram. And that is the gradual process of chanting and remembering the Lord's names, forms, pastimes, and so on. Reside in Braja and spend all your time as a follower of those who have deep attachment for Krishna. This is the essence of all instructions. And then the next one, Vaikunta Janito Varamadura. Vaikunta Janito Varamadupuri Tatrapi Rasotsavat. Vrindaranyamudarapani Ramanat Tatrapi Govardhana. Radha Kundam Mihapi Gokulapate Premamritad Plavanat. Kuryadasya Birajito Giritate Sevam Vivekanakaha. Above Vaikuntha is Mathura, where Krishna took his birth. And above Mathura is where Krishna enjoys the rasa dance. Above Vrindavan is Govardhan, who is here with us, where Krishna plays amorously. And above Govardhan is Radha Kunda, where the nectar of Krishna's divine love overflows. What wise soul would not serve Radha Kunda at the base of Govardhan Hill? Jai. So we will continue reading from Upadesamrta. We are now reading page 226. And the middle, right in the middle. Jai Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Rupa Goswami ki Jai. Shri Upadesamrta ki Jai. Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga ki Jai. Haribol. So only seva, the service of Krishna, can allow us to walk over the soil, which is made up of a stuff higher than we ourselves are. So we have to remember that. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. But we have to remember that in our daily lives. Because this environment is made of a higher thing than I am made of. It is only illusion that makes us feel that it is for me to be a lower thing than me. I can enjoy this. This is not truth. So we also have to move with an attitude of seva in order to see the environment properly and come into a proper participatory mood. So this is, we're trying to move in the mood of seva. It is more than we can imagine, more than we can dream. Still it is. The necessity is his satisfaction. More than we can dream means that we will be participating in this plane, which is so much higher than I am. So this has been traced very highly. Krishna Priti. For the satisfaction of Krishna, we are to go there and never otherwise. Our inner soul has the capacity to attend the call of Krishna, and for that cause, the soul may go over Vaikuntha, Goloka Vrindavan, and anywhere and everywhere that is made up of materials higher than the soul. It is an almost absurd thing to think that that is possible. The Mayavadis say, no, we can only go up to the abscissa. From the negative side, we can withdraw, and we are to stay permanently in the abscissa. We cannot go any higher. Only the devotional school comes to give us this information. Yes, it is possible to go higher, but only with the object of his satisfaction and not a concoction of satisfaction. When there is a real necessity, then we may be allowed. By service, our heart will be so pure and so intolerant that we cannot live without the service of the Lord. So intolerant of being outside of Krishna's service. Then we may be allowed to pass over that soil. It is not a very cheap thing. It is not emotion or anything else. So again, as we were saying before, in order to come to the platform of love of God, many things must transform in our hearts. It's not cheap. We're not going to be like me and all of a sudden with love of God. No. much transformation must take place. And that's exciting. It's exciting. We simply have to let go our guard and trust what is coming to me. The reality is not so cruel, so stiff, so hard. Only by showing some tears, some shivering, or some sentiments and gesticulations that can be had. So, all this show that we're so used to. We're used to making a show. We live a hypocritical life. We do this to get some fame, draw some attention of someone, or get something. Is all hypocrisy. And that is cruel, it is stiff, and it is hard. But it's not, reality is not like that. No chance that such fake things are going to get us all these things. So this is a warning against Sahajiism. How much purity is necessary? Self-abnegation is not sufficient. Krishna's interest, Krishna's service, and the interest of his higher servant, that is all in all. That must be created within our heart. Krishna's interest, Krishna Priti, Krishna Prema, that is the thing. So we're going to get Krishna Prema without Krishna? We're going to get Krishna Prema without Krishna Prema. That's the Sahajiya thinking. And we always want to be the servant of the servant. This is reality, actually. It's not some temporary idea that's going to help me with something. This is all permanent. And Narottam Das Thakur, who is so exalted, and we're reading his divine song, Sri Rupa Manjaripada, which we don't read very often. It's really a high song. But what is he talking about? He's talking about Srila Rupa Goswami. That is my all in all. That is my all in all. So this dedication to those great servants of the Lord, this is our goal. This is our goal. And to serve their servants. Then we think, oh, well then who's going to pay attention to me? It's not like that. It's a mundane idea. Hard, stiff, and cruel, Guru Maharaj is saying. It is written, but we all overlook it. Vaikuntera Prityadi Shakala Chinmoy. The soil, the water, the air, everything in Vaikuntha is made of spirit. That means conscious. We have come to from the Tatastha Shakti, and everything there has come from the Swarup Shakti, the higher potency. We jivas are an outcome of the Tatastha Shakti, the marginal, and they are of the Swarup Shakti. But how sweet, how beautiful, how affectionate. So only with the help of the Swarup Shakti can one who has sprung up from the Tatastha Shakti walk over that land, which is more valuable than oneself. The dust is made of higher things than what we are made of. That plane is there. But we didn't like to go there. We like to come here where we're feeling like we're above the dust. And so we get this shadow world, shadow dust.
I was just going to ask, is it most likely like a feeling in a sense of like arrogance and pride? Like we were maybe some point in that plane, and the reason why we're here is because we got too arrogant?
It was our choice.
Yeah.
It is a very fascinating and absolutely sort of inconceivable thing. Mm-hmm. But we have choice. Even as the almost you could say fledgling soul mm-hmm. who's coming into consciousness of himself as an individual. Mm-hmm. choice is there. It's almost inconceivable, but it is there. It is the very nature of the individual. Without choice, there cannot be an individual. But we like the idea of going to a plane where things are lower than me rather than higher than me.
Can I ask maybe like an off-topic question? Is the soul, is that considered an innocent thing? Like, is the soul considered innocent?
Well, I mean, in its pure state. But we were not innocent. We made a choice. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Amana Durmati. Durmati means bad, wicked. Mana means mind. A wicked mind brought me into this world, oh Lord. And of course, that became more and more entangled. But by nature, the soul we can change our mind and come to that plane which is higher than we are made of. Come and worship there. Come and be a loving unit in that plane. But we didn't want that. Obviously, it's not unfair. We just got popped into this world instead of going up. And if we have any question about that, we can notice in our heart our hesitation in Sharanagati. And then we go, yeah, here I am. But anyway, that's history, but that is truth. We made a choice. But that's nothing to be lamented about. No lamentation. Guru Maharaj was talking about, these are a good question. And the question was, is the soul by nature innocent? So that potential is certainly there. But because of free will, which is inherent in the soul, this is such a mystery. It's been a mystery to me for a long time, but I'm beginning to understand it. When the soul recognizes himself as an individual, what does individual mean? It means free will. How can there be an individual without free will? It would be like a vase on a mantelpiece or something. No will. So consciousness and free will are the same thing. And that inherent free will was there. And my decision was in this direction. It is tiny free will. Because we're tiny souls. We made a tiny mistake and we're in this tiny mess. But we want to be rectified. So whatever that takes, let that happen. Let that happen. In those songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur Gopinath, he's saying, now having punished your servant, make me. So this is divine punishment, is affectionate, not punishment in the sense of retaliation, not at all. It means to do what is necessary to rectify us. So, yeah. But this is something very positive and very high and very good and very wonderful. The prospect is so wonderful. But Guru Maharaj is making this really, really clear. We are going to a plane where it is higher than we are. The whole thing is higher than we are. Sometimes we get some feeling about that when we were in Navadvip or in Bamanpar. Some feeling of, well, this is not like me. This is not a, something is, I don't know, doesn't matter.
No,
but
I felt that in Ekachakra, like seeing those deities there and like being in that area, in that land. Like it's just something like this is this is beyond something I will ever know. I will ever hope to know.
I mean, these are just tiny glimpses, or some kind of causeless thing where you can get some feeling about something. But it is still, we have our journey to make. But we may see some picture. Maybe we're going to get on a boat and go to some beautiful place. We get some picture about that. And we think, yes, I want to go there. And then many things have to happen before we go. So we have to be patient because those things have to happen. It's not like, oh, come on. It's like, no, everything has to happen.
And it's how we use our free will to utilize that.
Yes, and practice surrender. Because if we are against what has to happen, then it's going to really slow us down. Right? Oh, no, why I'm so innocent. I'm just imitating myself. Oh, we went over time. Wow, we didn't read very much. So I was very talking a lot. But anyway, these are really important things. There must be a visa to come to that plane. We're not from there. We're not from that plane. We're Tatastha Shakti. But we can get entrance, and Krishna wants that. That is why we exist. It's not like we're going to a foreign land where everybody will look at us with suspicion. No, it's a very loving land. A very wonderful position of complete loving service. A place where our heart can be completely fulfilled in love, in giving love. And the getting is not anything to be concerned about at all. Not even for a moment. Here we're so desperate. But we're desperate for things that have no taste. Somebody wants fame, but where's the taste in fame? There's no taste in it. There's so many things. But I was just thinking of that because of what Mahaprabhu said. If somebody, Srila Prabhupada was saying, if a sannyasi is depending upon some kind of mundane luxury, then he will be said that he's a dependent person. He's dependent upon something mundane. That is not a good symptom in a certain way. So we're trying. The Lord is trying to cut our dependence upon mundane things, and we will feel that freedom gradually, very gradually. Sitapya Vidya. Sitapya Vidya. That verse means gradual. In that.
What verse?
Svadvi kramad bhavati. Kramad means gradual. Svadvi kramad bhavati. So that is, kramad bhavati means it will happen gradually. Jai Shri Upadesamrta ki jai, Srila Rupa Goswami ki jai. Jai Srila Om Vishnupad Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Goswami Maharaja ki jai. Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah Gopal Govinda Ram Srimad Giridhari Gopinath Smaranamo Parikashi Shibu Gaur Chandraju Ki Jai Shri Giraj Govardhanju Ki Jai Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Rakak Sri Dardev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Madhacharya Vrinda Ki Jai Sannyasi Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Jai Sad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Saparshad Sriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai Saparshad Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai Tadi Sakamat Ki Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission Ki Jai Shri Baladev's appearance day Adivas Mahamotsav Ki Jai. Adivas means the day before, the beginning of it. The beginning of it, where there's the decorations and the cleaning and all these things. And then Kol Kartal Ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Srimati Tulsi Devi Ki Jai, Samaveda Vaishnava Mandala Ki Jai, Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai, Nittai Gaur Premanandi Hari Bol Jai, Jai Gurudev Ki Jai, all the assembled devotees Ki Jai.
Krishna Prabhu Ki Jai.
Jai.
Bhakti Boni.
Jai.
Shantari. Jai.
Morning.
Thank you. Ki Jai.
Right. Hello.
Do we have any questions on the field?
Hari
Are we having actually tonight's program, Friday program?
I don't know, but it can be just like decorating and all these kinds of things.
That would be lovely.
Yeah. The Friday program can be like a busy program.
Yeah, originally he was kind of stressing. So if people could come and help out and help her decorate, she would probably love that.
Oh, we just have to do what we can do, but Friday program can be that.
Yes.
Definitely, all those things can be.
But we wouldn't live stream that.
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless somebody wants to sit and read, we can also have that going on at the same time.
Yeah, like transcendental sound while we're
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm not going to cancel the Friday program, but we can post that the Friday program is going to be nice and busy, and lots of service.
I feel like every time that we post something like, oh, come clean the temple, come decorate, no one comes, no one responds. So if we just don't say anything and say, oh, normal Friday program, you get here, let's get to decorate.
Well, no, we can also do individual call individual people. We're going to be decorating tonight. Yeah.
Okay, Dandavat.
Oh, we were still going.
We were still left.
Were we?